G'day. A number of you have asked me to rate the 10 cars in terms of their liveries from 1 to 10. So I'm going to start straight away. My favourite, hands down, is I think I might have actually clipped my favourite car, but I'll come back to that in a second. I've actually just come back from the track where I had my 4th COVID test. We have to have them every 5 days. And on the way back we stopped to get gas. Couldn't believe the price. 50 cents Australian a litre. That's about just over 30 euro cents for 1 litre. Now in Australia we're paying 3 times that, and in Europe I reckon you're probably paying about 4 times that. So getting around in a car here in Bahrain is very cheap. Let's start with number 10, my least favourite car. I'm going to say the Aston Martin. Now, that's going to come as a shock to a lot of you because I know a lot of you like it. I think it's very good and very bad. In bright light, when you've got full sun on the car, it really does sparkle and you can see these lovely smooth areas. It's quite sexy looking. But when you're shooting on the dark side of the car, I don't rate it. So I'm putting that at number 10. Next up at number 9, the Mercedes. Now, I know a lot of you are Mercedes fans, but I don't like the car. The black is hard to photograph. To me, it doesn't pop. I think if you're the people from Ineos, you'd be pretty happy because the red bit at the top certainly stands out, as does the Petronas logo, which is on that teal blue colour. But the rest of it, the dark, I don't like it. My number 8 is the Williams. The reason is because from the back, the car is a completely different car than it looks like from the front. So when it goes away from you, you've got a blue and black car. When it comes towards you, you've got a white car. That's the complete opposite of, say, a car like the McLaren, which is very clearly orange or papaya the whole way across. A lot of suitcases look the same, so to avoid you picking up the wrong suitcase or someone else picking up your suitcase off the baggage carousel, make sure you have some identifying marks on your bag. Now it might be a simple ribbon that you tie around the handle, or you might go to the lengths that I've gone to and completely cover it in stickers. It's a nice sentimental thing for me too, because I've been to all these places on here and there's no chance of anyone else picking up my case thinking it's theirs. My number 7, the Alfa Romeo. Not a bad looking car by any means, but I think there are better in the field of 10. And for those of you who aren't aware what the GTA on the top of the car here means, that's actually promotion for the Giulia GTA, which is quite a sexy looking car. And while we're talking about logos on the car, the actual Alfa Romeo logo is quite an interesting looking thing. It features the Visconti serpent. This dates back to Milan's 11th century Visconti family, but the meaning of the symbol itself, the snake eating the man, well, that remains a subject of debate. At number 6, the top of the bottom 5 list of mine, I've gone for the Haas. I don't mind the thing at all. In fact, I think the red and the blue on the white looks nice. I know we can't say it looks Russian, but let's say it's the American colours. It's a lot cleaner than the cars have been in the past years, and I didn't much like last year's or the year prior. I think they've made a step in the right direction here, and if I was Haas with the big red logo, I'd be pretty happy because it stands out a mile. Maybe it even looks a little bit old school, perhaps even a bit F2-ish, but for my money, not a bad design. Number 5, the Alpine. I didn't much like it when I first saw it, and then I went down into the pits and I photographed it coming towards me, and I thought that's where it really shone. I think it looks better low down and front on than it does from the side, and I think the livery will grow on me throughout the year. Number 4, the Red Bull. Gosh, I love the gold and the red colours on this car, and it's got history. We know it, we embrace it because it's been with us for so long, and they've resisted the urge to change it in any great way. So for my money, Red Bull at number 4. Now I'll get to my top 3, but firstly, let me say thank you to Canity.com, the world's best online staff training platform. Without Canity, you would not be getting these videos for free. So thank you to Canity.com. If you have staff who need to be trained, get to Canity.com. Number 3, I've gone for the Alpha Tauri. I really love the bold white on the blue. I'm not sure people really see the bull logo in the white part at the top, but for me I find it visually pleasing. And I also think that it's perhaps a little bit cleaner to the eye because it doesn't have anywhere near the number of logos on the bottom of the car that, say, a Ferrari has. Theirs is peppered with logos right along that bottom strip, so there's less to distract you. That just leaves me with 2 cars left, so I'm going to go straight to number 1 and say my favourite is the Ferrari. I love the red. It is so beautiful to photograph, and for me I think the pictures just pop when they're edited nicely. If I was a sponsor, I'd want to be Ray-Ban because I think they get the very best value. Look how bold that white stands out against the red. And I know some of you don't like that green that's on the top of the car, advertising the tobacco brand. As much as I don't like tobacco companies, I think if I was a sponsor, I'd want the green. Because for me, that really stands out. That grabs my attention. Which leaves me with 1 car left, and that's my second place getter, the McLaren. It doesn't matter whether you shoot with the sun illuminating the car or you backlight it, that colour still pops. And it's consistent from front to back. You've got orange all the way along the top of the car. And because the colour is constant from front to back, left to right, you instantly know that that's a McLaren. There's just no doubting it. So here you have the complete 1 to 10 as I see it, for what it's worth. I want to thank the 7,500 people who have subscribed over the last 2 weeks. That's a big jump. It's about 10% of my audience, and I want to thank you very much for following the page. Some of you have joined as members and you're getting those wallpapers, but I've got lots more content to come up with, and I'm definitely interested in your ideas. What would you like to see exposed via this YouTube channel? And I've found a winner for the 2 nights at the Downtown Rotana. It's this fella. Colby Woolsey from Utah. You've won yourself 2 nights at the Downtown Rotana in Bahrain.
Wow, dude, I can't even tell you how excited I am right now. Holy crap.
Well, it's quite a trip to get here, but well worth it.
I have only been a fan of F1 since the first season of Drive to Survive. Didn't know anything about the sport, saw it on Netflix, and immediately fell in love with it. Now I'm obsessed. So 3 of my friends are kind of in the same situation. I put them onto it, and now we all get together every Sunday and watch the GPs.
At what time?
Early. Really early, obviously depending on where it is, but it's usually about 6 or 7 in the morning here. Thank you, Downtown Rotana. I can't wait to get to downtown Bahrain and experience your beautiful city.
And in order for you to keep getting this content free of charge, all you need to do is like and subscribe. Join as a member would help because you get some added extras and it helps fund this page. If you want to buy digital images of mine, be my guest. Head to prostarpics.com. You'll find all of my images and you can easily search them. My best pictures you'll find at Instagram at Kim Illman live from the track and all through the week. And you can get my driver photo books at kimillman.com. With that said, I'll just say thanks for watching and stay passionate. Oh, by the way, I was delighted to hear from so many of you today saying that you'd spotted me in Drive to Survive Season 3, Episode 1, which went up this morning, and pretty much within the first half an hour, I think I got about 30 or 40 messages from people saying, yes, we've seen you. So great to see so many people watching that series, and I'll be watching it once I've finished editing this video this evening. Ciao. Bye, Pepsi.